Hello everyone, welcome in next episode. Today we'll be really busy and here are the reasons. We got piles of horse manure which were I think delivered last week, and they are also among the plots on the allotment. So yeah, I finally can do my no dig bed, and I'm gonna have plenty of the organic matter for the winter. So let's get to work. Overall we have 3 piles, and this is like wood chips. This I think is not totally decomposed horse manure, which is like 2 months probably, but let me know in comments because I'm just guessing. I think this one is well done. This is probably something after 6 months of decomposition. So yeah, let me know in comments because I'm tend to get this one much more than the other one with the straw. So because I have so much horse manure this year, I decided to do one bed using no dig method. So you see this grass, this one here will be basically what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna put the some cardboards on the top of it, then a few inches of horse manure, and then just gonna cover it with some weed cover that I have, and that will be purely to prevent leaching by the rain throughout the winter, so it doesn't wash out all the nitrogen from the horse manure while it's decomposing. Alright, so let's get to it. Just want to show you that my wheelbarrow, I guess it's not gonna be working again, guys. I mean, it's in 2 parts right now, and I'm not that good to fix it anymore. So what I tend to do is just borrowing new wheelbarrows from all the neighbors I can, but I will have to buy my own at some point. Right, so this side is done. You see, I put the few inches of it on the cardboards and all the way here. So this is gonna be 2 extra beds. Right, but what I really want to do today, and I need to do today, is plant the green manure in here. So it's almost end of September, so I need to use the weather while it's still here. Right, so I thought I'm gonna give you more details about the green manure that I'm putting here. So this is a basically winter mix of crimson clover and red clover, which are the legumes and this is supposed to fix nitrogen in the soil. What they need to do this is some specific type of bacteria that they're gonna work together throughout the winter, and as far as I heard, for common legumes like this, the bacteria should already be there, so I don't need to inoculate the seeds in it. The other thing that they can do, well, the other thing they need is the soil to be at some specific temperature, which is minimum 8 degrees, which might not happen during the winter, so I'm not counting too much on the nitrogen. But the other thing that I need this green manure for is to retain the nutrients in the soil throughout the winter. And for that I'm gonna have Italian ryegrass and the mustard in the same mix. So you know, these plants have a extensive root system and create a lot of vegetation. So then once you cut it, all the nitrogen that they uptake, they're gonna release into the soil. The only problem is, and that's something I didn't thought about earlier, is that the mustard is from the brassica family, which basically means that I would not be able to plant any brassicas like cabbages and you know, things like that, because I think you should wait at least 2-3 years between planting vegetables from the same family. You know, nevertheless, I think it's I think I'm gonna use it on one bed, and in the future I would like to cover more beds with a green manure. So yeah, basically, you know, horse manure and green manure is supposed to, in my opinion, make the same function in the garden. But the good thing about green manure is that you don't have to bring it from the outside. You know, just bring the seeds and you kind of like recycling it on the plot. Okay, so finished preparing bed, and all these tools were quite useful. I mean, I used this one to remove the weeds, then this one to make the soil, you know, fluffy, so the seeds can germinate in it, and at the end I just rake all the wheat roots, so everything worked perfect. You see now the soil, I think it's really ready to put some green manure in. So I throw the seeds on the bed. Now all I need to do is just rake it to cover the seeds with the soil. I don't know how big of a problem birds are when you sow seeds, you know, but just in case, to ensure that, you know, all these seeds will not be eaten for another week, because I think that's how long it's gonna take to germinate for all those seeds. I thought I'm gonna do something to scare the birds, hopefully. So now I took some stripes of the plastic bags, make small hooks from the wire, and I also got some old CDs which I tied up together, and I have no idea how it's gonna work, but you know, I thought I'm gonna use those metal poles that I found as well, and you know, it's just gonna be a few minutes of work really, and it might work. The other problem might be slacks, but I don't want to use, I have some organic slack pallets, but going forward I don't want to use them, so I thought, you know, let's see how this first bed gonna go, because I'm not gonna throw slack pallets on any bed in the future when I'm gonna be doing more beds in the green manure. So anyway, let's see how it will work. there it is. Well, it looks kind of funny, but I don't know if it will work, to be honest. We will see. You know, the design is simple. Few poles, and I can take this off whenever I want. So if I'm gonna put like green manure in 2 beds, then I can put more poles and connect them with each other across 2 beds. So I think it's quite, you know, it's easy to assemble and disassemble. And I also put the poles inside the bed, so when I'm gonna remove the weeds, you know, it's not gonna be a problem with these poles in the paths. Yeah, we will see how it will work. So you know, I just finished working here, and I have a few thoughts about the horse manure that I used. It's perfect that I have it, and I'm really happy about it, especially that this is first season, so I'm gonna use it to build this organic matter. Otherwise I would probably have to grow a lot of green manure or even buy compost. But you know, whenever I import something from outside, I'll have a lot of questions like, are the horses fed on the pastures when some chemical weed killers are being used, right? Or are they given a lot of antibiotics? Or maybe are they being fed with the GMO fed, which is quite common in England. And so, you know, I have a lot of these questions, but because this is my first season, I'm going to compromise and just using it in my plot, because it's gonna build great organic matter. Probably nutrients gonna be washed away during the winter, although I put some wheat cover on it. So especially nitrogen is the one, as far as I heard, that's gonna get washed away straight away, so throughout the winter. Yeah, but anyway, I've seen a plot manager using the horse manure as well, and I spoke with him, and he said that this is from plenty different sources, but that the pastures are clean when the horses are. So you know, I hope it's not that bad. I guess that's it for today. I was really lucky with the weather today again, and I guess I see you next time, guys, next weekend. So have a great week, and see you from the Raf's Kitchen Garden.